Hello, everyone. This is AZ Hubbard, your host of SAVEDNews TV. Thank you once again for joining us this afternoon. We know we always bring you this breaking news and oh, God. Okay. For radio purposes and our podcast purposes, I am going to read the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or I have to wait for the screen to run over here. Scholarship, research, fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringement. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of the fair use. All right. Now that I've gotten the house cleaning out of the way, let's get into this. I came across this and I was totally and utterly shocked. I am, you know, they're saying you have to get VE'd immediately. However, the FDA actually wants 55 years, 55 years to share the information with the public. This came out on Reuters, credible source, on Friday afternoon. And so let's get into it. It's like, wait, what? FDA wants 55 years to process FOIA requests of a vaccine data. This is Jenna Greene is the author of this article. Freedom of Information Act requests are rarely speedily. But when a group of scientists asked the federal government to share the data it relied upon in licensing Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, the response went beyond typical bureaucratic foot dragging, as in 55 years beyond. 55 years. Wow. That's how long the Food and Drug Administration in court papers this week proposed it should be given to review and release a trove of vaccine related documents responsive to the request. If a federal judge in Texas agrees, plaintiffs, public health, and medical professionals for transparency can expect to see the full record in, check this out, y'all, 2076. This is 2021. They want until 2076. Okay. Let me get back to the article. In 1967, FOA law requires federal agencies to respond to information requests within 20 business days. However, the time it takes to actually get document will vary depending on the complexity of the request and any backlog requests already pending at the agency, according to the government's central FOIA website. Justice Department lawyers representing the FDA note in court papers that the plaintiffs are seeking a huge amount of vaccine related materials, about 329,000 pages. Well, they do bills for 329,000 pages and they want it to pass. But okay, let's go on this article because I know you all are as shocked as I am. The plaintiffs, a group of more than 30 professionals and scientists from universities including Yale, Harvard, UCLA, and Brown, filed suit in September in the United States Supreme Court for the Northern District of Texas, seeking expedient access to the records. They say that releasing the information could help reassure vaccine skeptics that the shot is indeed safe and effective, and thus increase confidence in the Pfizer vaccine. But the FDA can't simply turn the documents over wholesale. The records must be reviewed to redact confidential business and trade secret information of Pfizer and BioNTech and personal privacy information of patients who participated in clinical trials, wrote DOJ lawyers in a joint status report filed Monday. The FDA proposes releasing 500 pages per month on a rolling basis, noting that the branch that would handle the review has only 10 employees and is currently processing about 400 other FOIA requests. By processing and making interim responses based on 500-page increments, FDA will be able to provide more pages to more requesters, thus avoiding the system where a large request monopolize finite processing resources and where fewer requesters' requests are being fulfilled. DOJ lawyers wrote, pointing to the other court's decision where a 500-page per month schedule was upheld. Civil trial lawyer Courtney Enlow referenced my request to further comment to the DOJ Public Affairs Office, which did not respond. Plaintiffs' lawyers argue that their request should be top priority and that FDA should release all materials no later than March 3rd, 2022. This 108-day period is the same amount of time it took for the FDA to review the responsive documents for the far more intricate task of licensing Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, wrote Aaron Sheree of Sheree and Gilstan in New York and John Howie of Howie Law Firm in Dallas court papers. Yes, it didn't take them no time to let's get it out and make it mandatory. Why can't they get these papers out? That's what I want to know. Let's keep reading. The entire purpose of the FOIA is to assure government transparency, they continue. It is difficult to imagine a greater need for transparency than immediate disclosure of documents relied upon by the FDA to license a product that is now being mandated to over 100 million Americans under penalty of losing their careers, their income, their military status, and far worse. Yes, yes, yes. Let's applaud them. Yes. They also argue Title 21, Subchapter F of the FDA's own regulation stipulations that the agency is to make immediately available all documents underlying licensure of a vaccine. Given the intense public interest in the vaccine, the plaintiff's lawyers say that the FDA should have been preparing to release the data in parentheses simultaneously with the licensure. Instead, it has done the opposite. Siri declined comment. To meet the plaintiff's proposed FOI deadline, the FDA would have to process a daunting 80,000 pages a month. But the plaintiffs note that the FDA has 18,000 employees. Yes, yes, yes. They have 18,000 employees. What are they doing? Okay. They have 18,000 employees and a budget of, catch this, $6 billion, and has itself said that there is nothing more important than the licensure of the vaccine and being transparent about the vaccine. You got 18,000 employees. You all better get on getting this paperwork because we need to know the true side effects of this. We need to know all the information that went on in the clinical trials. We need to know everything that has gone on since then. If you can get this done in 108 days, you can release those papers in 108 days. Okay, let's continue. To be sure, most people, including many who sanctimoniously complain, I do my research, lack of the expertise to evaluate the information. But the plaintiffs, who also includes, now check this out, y'all, overseas professionals from the United Kingdom, Germany, Denmark, Australia, and Canada, also appear in this proposed as well. Okay, now not just those countries. Now let's go back. Remember, they are doctors from different universities and scientists. There's professors and scientists from Yale, Harvard, UCLA, and Brown. Okay, in addition to the doctors that are from the United Kingdom, Germany, Denmark, Australia, and Canada. So that's a lot of medical scientists that know what they're talking about. They're saying, hey, we want to review this. Okay, let's continue on. As Siri and Ha argue, reviewing this information will settle the ongoing public debate regarding the adequacy of FDA's review process. U.S. District Judge Mark Pittman has set a scheduled conference for December 14th in Fort Worth to consider the timeline for processing the documents. Okay. So, what do you all think? What do you all think? Do you think that it is time for um, them to share these documents? It is time for them to share these documents. It is time to share these documents. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. So, we have Michael here. Michael says shows that they're corrupt and they're hiding something. Of course, I mean, like, why do you need 55 years? 55 years? I mean, I could see 5 days. I could see 50, maybe even 5 years, but that's still too long. Do we understand that? Thank you, Michael. That is the Freedom of Information Act. Do we understand that that is 5.5 generations? I'm going to put this link to the article in here. As you always know, I like for you all to be able to read it yourself. That is 5.5 generations. The children that is now that they have demanded between 5 and 11 will be 60. Okay, check my internet connection. See, the enemy is trying very hard to today. They do not want this information out, you all. I had a problem connecting today. So let's see if it'll go through now, the link to the article. But that the children that's 5 years old in 55 years will be 60. At the top of the ladder, the children that's 11 years old will be 66 years old when they release that information. Do you know how many people that would have, those children that would have suffered if possibly side effects that their parents allowed them to get the vaccine, and they would not know about it until 55 years? Now, there's going to be people like in their 20s, in their teens, in their 20s, their 30s, 40s, 50s, they're going to be dead in 55 years. And they know this. And they also know that you cannot sue them. You cannot sue them if you have side effects or any other problems. If there's a death in your family directly correlated to that, you cannot sue Pfizer or any of the vaccine makers. Okay? You have absolutely no right. They're demanding for you to get the vaccine because I know they're trying to take it down, so I might as well go on and say the words. But as I tell you all, you can always trot on over to our Roku, SAVEDNews TV, and we're also on Amazon Fire TVs. That's SAVEDNews TV on both of them. So you will be able to watch us there. It will be uploaded there next week, this video. But I would encourage you all to definitely subscribe. If you have Roku and if you have Amazon Fire, to check out our channel, subscribe to it, and to make sure that you follow us there, because there's going to be some things. We're going to be interviewing some people that we cannot put on these regular platforms. I'm not mad at them. This is their platform. They do what they want to do. I am not mad at them. But all I am going to say is that we have platforms that we can say what we need to say when we need to say it. But like I was saying, we're talking about 5.5 generations before they want to release this information. You're going to be probably dead and gone if you have received this. If you've received any side effects, if you have any, you already can't sue them. So now, not only can you not sue them, you cannot even find out if some illness come up, if this is a direct correlation to that for 55 years. 55 55 years. So everyone, I did not come up here to be long. I just wanted to let you all know and to bring you all this information. Please, please, like I tell everybody, search it out for yourself. And we definitely want what Michael is all on it. Yes. Yes, I want everybody to read this. As many of you all know that Callie and I, when we do what's going on in Israel, that we broke the story regarding the high numbers of myocarditis several months ago, before they were even discussing it in the United States. And also, we encourage you to go to what Michael said, go on this particular website, and check out some additional information. It is just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It really is. And there is definite research to support what Michael has put up on the screen. So I'm encouraging you to do this. Please, everyone, contact your senators, your congressmen, and let them know ask them, why is it going to take 55 years? Now, this is in the court system, and your senators and congressmen cannot make that decision. However, they can bring a voice, a spotlight onto this. As you notice, you do not see this in mainstream media. This is Reuters, and which is the reputable news site, Newswire, that we pull from some time to time. But you didn't see this on any mainstream media platforms, and you're not. That's why we ask you, please follow, share, share this video. Let everybody know that, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. But let everybody know that they need to get vocal about what is going on here. Why do they need 55 years? 55 years. This is five. I'm serious. These children that they want to vax now at 5 years old will be 60 years old before they have access to this information. Now, we know that's not fair. Their parents have, made a decision for them, maybe. And we're not telling anybody not to receive the vaccine. It's up to you. It's America. You should have your free choice. What we're saying is do your research. But how can you do your research if they want to wait 55 years to release it? 55 years. But again, I'm going to put Michael's comment up again because he had some very good information, and I'm going to encourage you to go to this particular site and look for yourself. This is a very reputable site. Jane, you you said it. You said it. But we won't know for what? 55 years. 55 years. That's for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 years. That's insane. That's insane. So I encourage you again. Like I said, your elected officials, this is in the court system. They do not have any say whatsoever over how the judge rules. Only thing that they can do is put a spotlight on the matter and ask and demand to know why they need they need 55 years. We can only hope that the judge in Texas will strike down, will not grant them their petition for 1 in 55 years. I mean, if they would have said, even if they would have said 5 years, I mean, I think most people could have been more understanding. Okay, 5 years, that's a long time, and it's really too long. They should have been released this information. But when they come and want 55, 55 years, I just, it sounds insane. It sounds insane. And there's absolutely no way. Yes, it is, Michael. Thank you so much. It is a CDC government website, so their information is correct. But as far as what's going on now, but see, also some of the side effects are being recorded under other things also. And that's why I'm telling you all to go to our um, Roku channel and our Amazon Fire channel. We will be not this week because it's Thanksgiving week, but next week we're going to be interviewing someone that will be able to break this down for us. We will not be able to show it on this channel or any of our social media. What I will do is I'll put up a video letting you all know when it's posted onto our Roku channel and our Amazon Fire TV channel. And you can go over there then, but it cannot be posted here. And we might try to post it on Rumble because Rumble and Twitch, sometimes they're pretty good about not taking stuff down. But we know for a fact, for as far as since those platforms, our Roku channel and our Amazon Fire TV channel belong to us, we say what goes up there. So, Michael, I really appreciate it. You have been just so wonderful. I really appreciate you with the information. And Jane, thank you again for chiming in. I can't express enough. The longer we be quiet, the longer that we're silent, the more that they're going to do. They're going to continue to do what they feel they want to do. And if we don't start speaking up and start demanding answers, then there's not going to be any answers. Next thing you know, and there's a saying that first they came for this particular group of people. I didn't say anything. Then they came for this particular group of people. I didn't say anything. Next, they came for me, and there was nobody left to say anything. So began to be vocal, write letters, write emails. That's what they're there for. You've elected them. Again, they're not the court system. They do not have jurisdiction. However, they have a voice that's louder than ours. And if we begin to demand with a very vocal voice that we want answers, we want transparency with these documents, then the louder we scream, the more they're going to have to do because it's going to bring a spotlight. You're not going to get this information on mainstream media. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like and follow. And sometimes they shadow ban us, and it's okay, it's all good. But just go to our page, Save News or Save News TV, and you'll be able to see it. But again, everybody, I just wanted to bring this information to you. I did not want to wait till Monday to bring this. The longer we're quiet, the more they're going to do. We stayed quiet for months, and you see how far they've gone. They've gone to the point where they're even our military personnel is if they hadn't filed lawsuits, there would be a dishonorable discharge, regardless of how many years they've served our country, fought for our freedoms, made it possible for us to be. Thank you, hopefully you do. Regardless of how many times, they fought for our country, sacrificed their family, their life, their limbs, our veterans. And then that day of Veterans Day, he has a nerve to stand up there and speak, but yet and still you want to discharge them dishonorably. And for all the sacrifices through all the years that our military people have gone through. I come from a military town. I totally respect our armed forces. And anytime they come against our veterans, our active duty, our reserve, I am very upset. And so please, like I said, please check out our channel, Save News TV on Roku, Save News TV on Amazon Fire Stick if you have those. And again, you all have a very blessed day. I'm going to run on out of here. God bless you all, and make sure you speak up and speak loudly. Tune in to Save News TV on Roku to watch these editions and more. Apostle Sevilla Purcell.
Well, hello, welcome. I'm Dr. Sevilla Purcell, and I'm so excited to be here with you today with a new you. Yes, in the midst of COVID, in the midst of pain, in the midst of situations that seem so hard that there seems that there is no solution. But in the midst of everything that you have, I came to bring you a message. There's a new you. There's a new you coming. Amen.
Evangelist No Man Jenny. Pastor J. Matt Taylor.
When he went there, he looked at her and he did something outlandish. He said, he spoke to her first of all. Yeah. She said, if you knew who you was talking to, sir, you wouldn't be talking to me, asking me for no water. And he said, if you knew who you were talking to. If you knew who you were talking to, you would understand that I have living water. Amen. Water gives life, but the living water, come on somebody, the living water gives you eternal life. Water that you will never thirst for again. Hallelujah. Because it's in the supply.
And Apostle Carmina Cox.
That your dreams are not tied up in your boo thing, your bae, your spouse, your wifey, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm good, Tiff. I'm real good. But we need to herald this message. Make sure you like and share, because we need to tell everybody in the spirit of transparency that our dreams and our visions, our goals, our ambitions are not tied up in our relationships with another person.
These and much more on Save News TV on Roku.